Sometimes you don't realize you're grieving when you're grieving because you're not even talking about your parent, but you're thinking about them subconsciously. I force myself to now have conversations about my father instead of suppressing them because I think therapeutically it'll be easier for me to accept that he's dead. Talking has gotten easier. However, everything else is still very difficult. Every year we celebrate a birthday together. He had me when he was 40, so anytime he has a milestone birthday, I do as well. I turned 20, he turned 60. He turned 70, I turned 30. It was cool that way. This year, he would have been 81, and I'd be 41. But he's stuck at 80. It's the things they leave behind that really get you, like this box I opened up this morning of birthday cards. He kept most of the birthday cards that me and my brother and sister gave him in the last 10 years. Lots of baby photos of my brother and me. Sometimes parents don't know how to tell you that they love you, but you see it in their actions, the things they hold on to, the things that make them smile. Some days I forget my dad is dead because he was so constant in my life. It's the things he leaves behind, like his hat. Now it sits in a chair in my living room. It says Cholon, 9 June 65 to 3 June 68. Jesus. I have questions of clarification. I can't even ask him. I stare at the hat he wore almost every day. On the front it says Vietnam veteran, U.S. Army. On the right it says Cholon with the date. On the right it says 716th MP. And on the back it says Jim. I can't ask him about any of this anymore. It's the things they leave behind. That box is still sitting in my basement. I have to go through the rest of it. But I can barely get through it because I have so many questions I want to ask him about the things that I find. He would always tell me the truth. It's the things they leave behind. I have so many good memories of him. And yet, in his death, I realized I had so many more questions. But oftentimes, his temper or his PTSD would keep me away. It's the things they leave behind. The unanswered questions. The symbols that show how much they loved you. The questions you never got to ask. It's the things they leave behind that remind you how much you miss your dad.